In a world where voices echo far, influencers shine like distant stars. Followers seek a closer bond, but time and space they correspond. Cause rise with AI so bright, digital twins in the web, free lights, bridging gaps, making connections real. Emotions flow in this digital field. Replicas share with wisdom and grace, digital twins in the web 3 light, bridging gaps, making connections real. Emotions flow in this digital field. Replicas share with wisdom and grace, engaging fellow ones in this new space. Monetization and tokens we trust, KOLZ leads the way in this future we must. Community grows in this vibrant scene, where innovation meets the human dream. KOLZ unites with a vision so clear, a world connected without end. Cause rise with AI so bright, digital twins in the web, free lights, bridging gaps, making connections real. Emotions flow in this digital field. Community grows in this vibrant scene, where innovation meets the human dream. KOLZ unites with a vision so clear, a world connected without any device. With AI so bright, digital twins in the web, free lights, free gaps, making connections real. Emotions flow in this digital field. Emotions flow in this digital field. Emotions flow in this digital field. Emotions flow. In a world where voices echo far, influencers shine like distant stars. Followers seek a closer bond, but time and space they correspond. Cause rise with AI so bright, digital twins in the web, free lights, bridging gaps, making connections real. Emotions flow in this digital field. Replicas share with wisdom and grace, digital twins in the web 3 light, bridging gaps, making connections real. Emotions flow in this digital field. Replicas share with wisdom and grace, engaging fellow ones in this new space. Monetization and tokens we trust, KOLZ leads the way in this future we must. Community grows in this vibrant scene, where innovation meets the human dream. KOLZ unites with a vision so clear, a world connected without end. Cause rise with AI so bright, digital twins.
everyone, welcome to our second monthly roll call live stream event. I am Claire Rennie, the CEO of KOLZ. Very excited to be here today. Joining me today, we have Rosie, our KOL lead, who you all know and love from past live streams and events.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Rosie.
Hi, everyone. Excited to
We also have GJ, our community activation lead. GJ is responsible for the quests that you guys all know and love.
Hi guys, nice to be here.
Hey GJ. Thanks for joining us. We've got an exciting lineup for you guys today. We have BTC prizes to announce. We have a roundtable discussion with special guests Kong and Gabo, a couple of our top KOLs. We have a KOLZ airdrop for everyone. To receive the airdrop, you guys need to stay until the very end, where we will show a QR code for 5 minutes. You guys can scan the QR code, fill out the form to receive the airdrop, and then we'll be rewarding the prizes in the next couple of days. But make sure you stay until the end. Make sure you fill out the form when we show the QR code so that no one misses it. Please feel free to ask questions in the chat. I can see some comments coming in. Love to see those. We want to connect with you guys, get to know you. So yeah, if you have any questions for the team about the project, feel free to ask them and we will get to the questions at the end. So I'll just do a couple quick updates on KOLZ before we get started with our roundtable. If you're not familiar with KOLZ, we create digital replicas of KOLs. So essentially we are expanding our KOLs' reach. We're also creating passive income for them while their replicas are doing the work for them. From a project's side, they are able to work with these KOLs at a better price point since they're working with the replicas. We are acting as kind of an AI marketing agency that works with projects and the KOLs to create custom packages for them to kind of utilize these KOLs features through things like Telegram and Discord bots, website chat bots, videos. We have a Twitter integration coming soon. So yeah, very exciting. Check out the replicas that we have live on our website. We're continuing to add more each week, and let us know if you want to see any particular KOL. We're happy to reach out to them individually as well. So a couple updates from the KOLZ side. If you're familiar with our roadmap, we have completed everything in Q1 so far, which is amazing. So like I just mentioned, KOL expansion, we're continuing to add more KOLs each week. We have about 40 integrated right now. We have announced a couple last week. We have a couple more to announce this week. We are kind of expanding from the Web3 KOLs that we started with to also add some more Web2 influencers. So more kind of typical Instagram influencers that you might see in fitness and wellness. We're adding a couple of those this week. We have also added our trade bot. If you're familiar with that, we have a trade bot live in Telegram. It's really cool. It's fast, easy to use. You guys can get a referral link from there and then actually make a commission off of other people making trades using the trade bot. So definitely check that out. We also announced our on-site payments. So you're able to pay for our services directly on our website with either ETH or KOLZ. And when you pay in the KOLZ token, you get a 50% discount on all services. Something exciting too, we have our Telegram mini app. So we wrapped up a campaign last week for $1,000. And we have another campaign that will be starting tomorrow that will be much bigger, more exciting. So definitely check out our channels to see that go live. The quest that we have coming up is definitely focused on referrals. So you guys will be earning more points for referrals. Some of our quests will be focused on promoting the campaign. So you're getting your friends and family to join. So definitely check out the Telegram mini app. Make sure you're comfortable with it. And if you have any questions on how to use it, feel free to tag the KOLZ team in the chat. We have our Telegram and Discord bots that actually just went live. We haven't officially announced on our channels yet, but those went live a few days ago. And we have also added a few of our KOLs to the KOLZ community group, so you guys can test it out. Afterwards, I'll take a couple to kind of show you how it works. But so definitely give that a try on the bots, but essentially these act as always-on moderators. They can be programmed with different projects information, so projects can add them to their group to be kind of the face and voice of the project, and then also provide any FAQs that community members are looking for. Moving into the Q2 roadmap, We have a couple things that we're very close to announcing, including our agent liquidity pools. This is a very exciting one where we're creating tokens for our different KOLs, and these tokens will only be able to be purchased using the KOLZ token, which will definitely benefit our token holders. We are also doing an airdrop of these new tokens for all of our current token holders. So you guys will be able to see and hold all of these new KOL tokens that are coming out. The promotion around them is going to be really exciting with our different KOLs posting about it, and we're working on some marketing strategies together. We also have NFTs. So NFTs of our KOLs, we're currently working on those right now. Those will kind of unlock new exclusive platform features where if you hold an NFT of this specific KOL, you'll be able to kind of get exclusive access into their replica behind the scenes. We have video avatars as well. So we're currently using HeyGen to create videos of our KOLs. This is kind of included in the marketing packages that we're able to offer projects where we can program these videos to talk about a certain brand or promote a campaign that they're working on so that they, again, can kind of get this really strong, reputable face and name associated with their project. And then from the KOL side of view, they don't need to work on anything from their side. They're able to just make passive income from these video avatars doing the work for them. We have a new Twitter integration that we're very excited about. I think it's really going to change the game. But essentially, our KOLs will be able to connect their Twitter account to their replica so that it can be automatically posting on their account for them. Again, it can kind of act as like a brand ambassador where we can program to always like, comment, and share about specific projects that they're supporting. It can do kind of automatic posting, automatic retweeting, automatic liking on any sort of interactions that they're looking for, so that it's able to create 24/7 engagement from our KOLs accounts. So that's very exciting. Feel free to check out our roadmap to see what's coming up in Q3 and Q4 as well. I mentioned last time that I'll continue to update you guys on what we're working on and our progress, but definitely happy that we were able to get through everything in Q1, and Q2 is looking very promising so far. And if there's anything that you guys want to see, then feel free to let us know. We're always open to suggestions. So if you guys have any specific features that you think would be great for the platform, or as a user, anything that you guys are looking for, then just let us know. The team is very open to feedback, and we love to hear from your perspective. Okay, I will now bring up Rosie, who will bring up our different KOLs. Again, it's Rosie, our KOL lead, that will be joining us. And then we also have Kong and Gabo that were joining us today.
Oops, I guess Clara's gone. Okay, waiting for the KOLs. I'm happy to ask them a few questions, and if you have any other questions, you can ask. Maybe I will ask that to them as well. Okay, let's just wait for them. Okay, Clara is back. Also.
I was just going to mention that we also had Justice, one of our new KOLs that was going to join us today, but unfortunately he came down with a bad cold this morning, so he will not be able to join us. But we still have Kong and Gabo that should be coming up, and then Rosie will do a little roundtable discussion with them. Just as terms of the agenda today, we'll do this discussion with the KOLs, and then we will announce the winners of our BTC giveaway. We will do a little Q&A. If you guys have any questions in the meantime for the team, feel free to send them in the chat, and then the airdrop will be at the end. So again, make sure you stay for that.
Yep. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm very happy and here.
Okay, one of my favorite KOLs is here, and I'm going to ask him a few questions. And I'm still waiting for my next favorite KOL to join. And but I guess we can start. Okay, I will ask you some questions, and yeah, let's just. Oh, he's here. Amazing. Hey, Kong, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. What about you?
Perfect. Amazing. Okay, let's start. I'm going to ask you questions, and I will start with Gabo, and you can answer after him. When and how did you get into crypto?
Oh, long story. Uh, I first can crowd Bitcoin in approximately in 2012 and again in 2016, but all the time I don't already have the right context or information to take action in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I started and getting more curiosity about it was during the 2020 pandemic, everything
Yeah.
totally clicking. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have time. The digital work was booming, and I left the need to understand where the futures was heading.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's when I went all in.
Amazing. So you started got really into it after the pandemic. Makes sense. What
Yeah.
about you, Kong?
So for me, it's a little bit different story. I actually started out in at the end of 2013, so that was like peak bull run, let's say, and basically was just some friends shilling into me and saying, "Yeah, you should buy Bitcoin right now. It's gonna go like crazy to like loads and loads of and so much higher." And then I bought it $800, and then basically just a couple of weeks later, it all crashed down, and then like a month later was at the 200 $300, and I was like, yeah, I got kind of scammed here. That's kind of sus to me. And basically after that some time passed, and 2016, I started getting back to my break even. And at that point I was like, okay, that seems to be a little bit more of a legit thing. It didn't die off in the last 2 years. I should maybe actually check it out. And from there on, I just was more and more focusing on that, but also concluded very well with my studies of IT security. So yeah, that's how I got started.
That is really impressive. You guys started. I mean, you started really, really early, but yeah, you're in the space for a long time, and that makes sense that you have like your audience who are asking you questions and like listening to you. Um, I wanna know, like, tell me about the tokens you're bullish on. We can start with. We can keep the structure. Gabo, you can start.
Right. I am not existing about the token, the profit real value, or two ecosystem. Yeah. I focus on infrastructure and real world utility. And long term division. I stay away from hype and look for things that are actually building behind the scenes. Yeah, the alpha is not in speculation. It's in knowing what's behind the developer before it's the spoiling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um, Yep, I think that's the right thing to do. What about you, Kong?
So for me, I gotta say it's a little bit of a different approach because I've seen many cycles, and let's say the RWA space at the moment makes a lot of sense. It's a little bit of this boomer mentality. Oh, it's not just some magic internet money. It actually has some value in the real world and does something. It was a similar thing in the previous cycles with XRP and IOTA, and like really all the elderly from the space, or like the finance geeks that were like, yeah, that's gonna be real bullish and so on. And I mean, XRP took now what feels like 10 years to properly take off. Now, at the moment, I do understand that we are in a economy of attention, and it doesn't necessarily need to be hype, but there needs to be attention on the projects. There needs to be attention on the layer ones, and what is being built on the layer ones. And a good example of that would be AVAX.
Mhm.
It's really able to do something new, to do something more, and they do have Gonzilla, which is one of the first crypto AAA games that ever launched, and actually have a real product that people love and play it almost every single day.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
looking at stuff like that of like, okay, what is actually where there's a lot of users, like the daily users, what are they using? And
Mhm.
then looking at, all right, what ecosystem is that? And looking at these projects.
Definitely agree. I think I'm on the same page with you guys. Moving forward, I'm going to ask you a little bit spicy questions. So my next question is, what Web3 buzzword do you secretly hate but still pretend to care about in public?
About me, decentralization. Decentralization. And I love in the idea, but practically it's mostly do marketing, yeah? Web3, it's supposed to be about decentralization,
Hmm.
but governments and institutions are taking over and dilute the original vision. Stay, it's a word we would use in because it represent what we're aspirate to. Uh, it's really difficulty gray right now in decentralization 100%.
Okay, so you think decentralization is the buzzword
Yeah.
that you secretly hated. Makes sense. What about you, Kong?
So for me, it is actually time and hands, because I feel like that the people who actually do have the diamond hands, they're not the ones using the term and not talking about it, and they're not over on Twitter and saying, "Oh yeah, I have diamond hands," not selling and so on. They just buy it and forget about it. But then again, the people that are on there and on Twitter and saying, "Oh yeah, diamond hands," they're actually just losing money, because they see their chart going down. They see the team fucking up something, and then they're like, "No, no, no! I have diamond hands. I'm not gonna be selling. No, no, no." And that's, to me, to be honest, just a very naive view of this market, because we're not Amnesty International, and it is a PvP market, and people and teams and projects, they are gonna be dumping on you, and if you don't
Hmm.
jump the ship at the right time, you're gonna be stuck with zero. And yeah, like people would say, "Oh, then you're a community member." No, there will simply not be any community even left. So yeah, that's the one thing. If you're like actively on Twitter and everywhere every single day looking at charts, diamond hands, it's very surely and most likely the wrong term to believe in and to look at.
You guys are giving free alpha right now, and I'm very here for it. What excites you most about being part of KOLZ? Let's talk about us for a minute.
For me, I have been working with the coach and team for AVEX 6 months, yeah. And what existed me most is who they keep building every single day, yeah. Uh, Rewards of market on no important condition del market. There is clear, long-term vision, innovation, and real effort to be present, but digitally and in the real world. Yeah, and goals. It's no planning short term in the game. The really the building and the future.
Amazing. Thanks so much for the kind words. Kong?
So I would really agree with the kind words said from Gabo. To be honest, I just like the idea of let's say AI being to sort of represent me and just like answer the questions the way I would answer them. As you can probably see, there it's a little bit of a different and more unique style. So and I am getting DMs and a lot of questions, and I'm trying to answer as much as possible. But of course, I cannot get to that. But let's say if there is someone or
Exactly.
like an AI that can just be me and represent and answer it straight up with the um, sort of knowledge from the previous years, that I find that pretty cool.
Thanks. I really love the idea, so that is why we're building this. And yeah, I hope your AI replicas will help you to like do the stuff that you don't have the time to do every day. Okay, moving on. I want to ask you about which project do you think has the best community vibe right now?
Right now, breaks. Yeah. Uh, Beyond the NFT floor price, the I built one of the most solid community out there. They did not ever promise, and now behind part of its a networking opportunity is no just about speculation. It's about belonging. Yeah, is real community.
Uh, Board apes, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Just trying to
One
understand.
agent, one gently. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. What about you, Kong?
So I gotta stay true to my long term DJing community of Litecoin. Actually, it's I personally sometimes don't even understand why, and I'm asking myself every single time I post about that, and people are just going crazy and saying, "Yes, Litecoin, like I'm going to 3,000. Yes, let's go the digital silver and so on." So I just love that community. I mean, I'm part of it. My PFP has a Litecoin earring, and yeah, I'm just too long, too deep into Litecoin already to not stick to that one.
Amazing. I want to know about your personal metric to tell if your project is actually building versus just farming engagement.
Uh, Simple. Is the real still building when no one's question? I look for consistent product evolution, the feedback loops, and activity during bear market. The real signal, yeah.
Thanks. What about you, Kong?
It's
So
okay.
there is there is quite a few metrics you could look at, but to me, to be honest, I personally I look a lot on Twitter because that's where I live at the moment, basically, and
Same.
I'm just looking at what the project is posting about. If the intern, or let's say somebody off the project, is actually passionate about it, if there is some real topics to actually post and interact, and yeah, just talk about that. And obviously the new stuff that the project is bringing out. I mean, there's some projects that they're just They're like blatantly saying, "Okay, we did this, we did that, we did
Mhm.
the next thing." They're not really talkative. They would need a cool intern to really propel that to the next level. But um, even at those stages, you can see, okay, that project is doing something. At some point, they're going to be getting the intern. They're going to be getting some more attention. Some others do have a cool intern, but he doesn't have anything to talk about, and he's just shit posting good morning and stuff. So at that point, you're like, okay, well, what exactly has been happening over the last 2 3 months? Nothing. And also, let's say projects that for me, if I take a look at their page and there's like every week one post maximum, maybe two posts a week, and it's not really something substantial of like we did this, then I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna wait until the next stage of when they actually get to something.
Makes sense. I completely agree. Um, what do you guys think is the most underrated skill a crypto influencer or KOL needs to master in 2025? Like everything is changing. What do you think?
Oh, my opinion is uh, authenticity. Yeah,
Mhm.
in a sea of viral content, what really stand out is experience, drive, and communication. Listening, reading the room, and sharing insight while falling into the FOMO trap. Trust will be the biggest currency. Um, it's really,
I agree with authenticity should be like the
yeah,
main
yeah,
thing
yeah,
in the
authenticity,
world
yeah.
of AI. Thanks so much. What about you, Kong?
So that would be also a similar point of just saying straight up what you think. And I mean, if you're hyped about stuff, just be hyped about it. Like, why not?
Yeah.
But if you find stuff is wrong or stuff is going bad and so on, just say that. And also, don't be scared to talk to the followers and then in the comments and answer the people, even sometimes in a harsh way, because they are just keyboard warriors, and sometimes they just need a little sit down and be reminded of like, hey, this is not the place to be like shitty and disrespectful to people. If you don't like a project, you just simply don't like it. I like it, so deal with that basically.
Agree. Okay, I'm going to ask you a little bit one of the spiciest questions again. What crypto community is the most unhinged, in your opinion?
Sorry, repeat, please.
What crypto community is the most unhinged?
Oh, wow. My opinion, and definitely the meme coins, yeah.
Yeah.
Shiba, one example, Shiba Inu in este Shiba Inu, Pepe, and right now, and the community are intense, yeah, like chaotic, will be passionate. It's like mix of cult and meme and digital army, and the iron can move a mountain or destroy, depending.
Um, yeah, meme coins are actually
Yeah,
very
meme
intense.
gun, yeah, yeah.
What about you, Kong?
So on CT, there's actually only two big armies that really have been there for many years and are still there. And the two armies would be, the one would be the Link Marines. Um, those guys are a little bit nicer, and they interact. They talk a lot about, they're passionate about Link. But the one army that you really can piss off with just an additional emoji that you didn't even think about, that would be the XRP army. I mean, these guys are just really out there. Like, I don't want to say too much because I know at some point I'm just gonna be getting DMs. No XRP, and how dare you say something against XRP army? XRP to $589 and so on. Like if you post XRP is going to $0, it's yeah. Uh, watch
It's
watch
over.
the world burn. So, yeah.
Okay, moving on. Which KOL is the most underrated right now? Who's all hype and so the question is which KOL is the most underrated and who's all hype and no alpha. So yeah, you can answer however you want.
All right. The underrated ounce are sounds woo education and building without promising quickly money. Yeah, the not right the FOMO have so they very often ignore it, but. Uh, Simplification. But if you apply their insights, you see real results. Results. I have been there chasing happy intensity of starting through value. Now, I can know the real alpha is long term, in my opinion.
I agree. I agree with that. Kong?
Okay, so one all right. Let's be nice and then just say that the smaller accounts that are really like doing their niche thing, and let's say some guys that are just really into like super crazy algorithms. They're just posting. They're actually posting a lot of alpha, but they're not posting it to the masses, or at least they try to do that. But the way they talk, the way they post, is just really for geeks more or
Mhm.
less. But the one guy that I've been vocal about, and I know that's maybe some people have a different opinion or anything. That would be this Professor Crypto guy, which apparently has been in the space for whatever how long, and then he appeared out of nowhere directly before Singapore token last year, and then he was doing these interviews and won KOL award of the year, and everybody on CT was like, "Who the hell is that guy?" Like did we just miss 4 or 5 years of just like not seeing this guy who is so vocal and so big and so loud and everything, and now we just all woke up and just see him right now. So yeah, that's that's my 2 cents about that.
Makes a lot of sense. What's the most overrated project in your opinion?
Oh, overseas
You can name,
project.
you can say names, you can just, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I wondering. I want names. Um, but project the start with flashing marketing, endpoint promise, airdrops, and no working product are everywhere in Witry. Yeah, it's an endless cycle the of speculation and in the digital casino. Um, never reach maturity or projects no maturity on a long time, and they withhold solid foundation the collapse.
Uh, Makes sense. Okay, if you don't want to name any project, that is fine with us. Kong?
Well, I'm gonna be dropping some names, and that is actually Cardano.
Cardano.
That's the one project I'm really not touching with a 10-foot pole, honestly. I got to love XRP after some time. I even bought IOTA after so many years. But Cardano, I'm not touching that one. I still don't understand what the hell they're doing. I still don't see a single product that they brought out or whatever use it would have or has. Um a similar. It's a very similar thing to EOS. I mean that one kind of died off after the previous cycles, or let's say the hype when it had the launch. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm not a big fan of that one.
I mean, understandable. Okay. You guys have, this is my last question and also like some kind of challenge. You have 30 seconds to convince a brand to hire your replica. What do you say?
Whoa. Uh, okay. My replica is not so digital avatar. It's a living station of me. It's building with my layer and network experience and keeps involving with every event, yeah, and project and connection I make. Hearing means all time access to strategic and thinking and deep with three understand and constant evaluation creation is like having Gabo on demand, ready to connect the dots and elevate new brands. Good.
Yeah, it's having Gabo on demand.
Nice.
Kong?
So I would say my avatar is just as me, unhinged, straightforward, and kind of in a fun mode. So as long as you're building, as long as you're doing the right stuff, you shouldn't be scared and shouldn't be roasted. To be honest, it's let's put it a little bit in that way. It's like grog on fun mode when you say roast me grog, and then if you do everything and you actually do something cool and build something, there's only, I don't know, something to roast about how you said good morning, on how um not great if you enough you are. But yeah, if you're not doing your stuff, if you're not building, if you're not getting forward with what you're actually promising in your project, then you kind of have to watch out not to get burned.
Super agree. We're doing everything so your replicas will be like everything about you and represent how you talk, how you make jokes, and that's like our job. So super happy that you guys love them, and I would recommend everyone in the call like right now to just test it out, Kong's and Gabo's replicas, and ask questions and get free alpha from from their replicas, because they probably won't have time to DM and answer your questions one by one. All right, thank you guys. Do you have anything to add?
Thanks, everything.
Amazing.
Simply thank you for having me, and I hope we're going to be having some more fun and cool talks later on.
Of course. Thanks so much. Thanks.
Bye.
You.
See you.
Okay, we will continue. I think, yeah, Claire joined.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much to our KOLs for joining us today. We love
They're amazing.
hearing from each of you. Yeah, these are a couple of our favorites. They're our founding KOLs that were with us from the very beginning, but each month we'll have different KOLs, different alpha. So definitely make sure you continue tuning in. But thanks so much to Gabo and Kong.
Yep.
Okay, amazing. We are going to now pick our winners of the BTC giveaway. So we announced yesterday on Twitter that you guys can try talking to our replicas and then post your conversation on Twitter with a specific hashtag for a chance to win $100 in BTC. So we're going to pick 3 winners. Rosie is going to share her screen and show you what conversations they had.
Yep. I already picked the winners, and have you guys, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. This is one of my favorite ones, so this is like definitely winner by Crypto Jam, and the conversation is with Kong Trading. I can zoom in so you can see what's happening, and it gives like very detailed advice on what to do as a beginner, and really helps people with trading decisions. And this is the first one. For the second one, I'm going to choose Areba Mayor. I don't know like if I'm pronouncing it right. And the conversation is again with Kong's replica. And the one thing that they liked about it is that it told him to not to chase a pump because there's always another pump to catch. The second winner, and my third winner is with Gabo's replica, and we can check it here. It gives like detail what it was. Yeah, it gives advice to beginner how to move forward with the crypto world. Okay, these are the winners. Yeah, the third winner is Alfred Lyon. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So we will send the prizes right after this meeting. And yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks so much, everyone, for participating. Congrats to our 3 winners. We're definitely going to continue kind of different competitions like this to encourage you guys to interact with our replicas. So far, we see great feedback whenever you guys do test them out. So definitely give them a try. Keep an eye out for new competitions where you'll get rewarded. And give the mini app a try too, where you can talk to them directly within Telegram. Okay, we're going to move to some questions now. If you guys have any questions for us, we are streaming live, so we're seeing them come in. Feel free to ask them, and then we'll display them on the screen. We will also welcome back GJ, who will be helping us with the questions.
Let's do it.
Hey. Also, for those of you who are asking about the airdrop, don't worry, you haven't missed it. It will be shown in a few minutes. Once we're finished with the questions here, we'll show the QR code for 5 minutes. You guys can scan it, register on the form, and then get the airdrop. So no worries, it's still coming. Okay, let's show some questions.
All right, so Crypto Gem, oh, I see them around. Okay, he's very active on the KOLZ channels. He asks, is the KOLZ merge available to the community? And if yes, how can I get it, guys? Absolutely love it.
Yeah, good question.
I think you saw your hoodie, Rosie.
Rosie is repping the KOLZ merch. It's just available for team members right now. A few of us have different t-shirts, hoodies, and hats. We are going to be bringing some of it to different events with us. So depending on what event you're at, make sure you find a KOLZ team member. You might be able to snag it that way. And we are looking at a merch store in the future, but probably not for another couple months or so. Glad to hear you like it, though.
Yeah, thanks for the question. On to the next. So Josiah asks, can you tell us a bit about the new campaign beginning tomorrow, of which Claire mentioned during the introduction?
Yeah. So this is another campaign that will be promoting our mini app. So we just had one wrap up last week where we had a $1,000 prize. I can definitely tell you that the one starting tomorrow will be much bigger than $1,000. And like I said earlier, it will be quite focused on referrals. So we're going to be using Zeely and the mini app quest to be promoting it. So we'll ask you to kind of maybe tag different KOLs in a post promoting it, share with family and friends, share your referral link, different ways to get more people using the app. And then as more people use the app, we'll be able to keep increasing the prize amount. So definitely keep an eye out. That one should launch in about 24 hours from now. We'll be posting the details on Twitter, so keep an eye out.
Amazing. Yeah, Joel is up next. He asks, there are new buddies in the crypto space. Do they understand how crypto works?
Do you want to take this one, Rosie, and talk about advice they can get through our KOLs?
Sure. So everything we do is actually like for people who have questions in this industry, and for new bodies in the crypto space, I would advise them to just talk to the replicas and ask any questions that they have. And those replicas are very experienced KOLs, and those replicas work with their knowledge, so they know a lot of stuff about the industry. This is how you can basically shortcut your ways into the industry.
Yeah, chat with the replicas. Talk to them on Twitter. Maybe you get a reply from them as well. Most of our KOLs are very active. Amanda asks, how does KOLZ differentiate itself from similar crypto projects?
I think we differentiate ourselves because our replicas are so personable. So there are a lot of kind of AI agents out there, but ours have such personal touches to them, and they're actually replicas of real people that I think you would want to talk to. Like you saw Gabo and Kong earlier, they have amazing insights to share. If you're new to the crypto space, if you've been around for a while and you're looking for advice on leveling up, I think they have great advice for you, different trading tips. So I think that really sets us apart from our competitors, is that they're just so personable and they're actually real people that you would want to talk to. Thanks.
Amazing. Thanks for your question. Okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but how's the KOLZ team working on getting more partnerships?
Rosie and I work together closely on this one. I think attending events is a great way to get different partnerships. So meeting people in person. We'll be at Token 2049 in about 2.5 weeks from now. So we'll be meeting key projects there. We met quite a few projects at ETH Denver. And then from there, those projects connect us with other projects. So I think referrals are huge in the crypto space. We're also working with a project right now called Serious People, where they create a Web3 marketplace where you're introduced to quite a few different projects. So I think it's kind of about building that trust and personal connections with individuals, and then from there getting referrals for other projects. Thanks for the question.
Yep. And then Ivan asks, so what is the incentive for growth? Will there be an incentive for growth? I guess this is for the community to contribute.
Yeah, I think it can be taken in different ways. So our incentive to grow, obviously, as the project, we want to continue onboarding new KOLs so that we're able to offer projects more of a wide variety of KOLs to work with. From the KOL's perspective, I think they would want the project to grow so that they're able to create more passive income for themselves by working with more projects. From the community side, we have lots of different opportunities coming up where the token will be improving in different ways, like the agent liquidity pools. So again, we're growing by onboarding new KOLs. Those KOLs will create tokens using our agent liquidity pools, and then all KOLZ holders will be receiving airdrops of those tokens. So yeah, there's quite a few different ways, kind of the project, the KOLs, our partnerships, and our holders are growing.
Yeah, and then we have Alex. So does KOLZ have partnerships with any major projects or companies?
Yes. If you're familiar with Sensei, we are using their technology to power our platform. Definitely give them a try, check them out. They are creating digital replicas for more people in the workplace. So their digital replicas can onboard new employees. Employees can create digital replicas so that they can store their information there, so that if someone leaves the company, no knowledge is lost. And then different projects like KOLZ can kind of use the Sensei API as well to use the technology. So Sensei is definitely one of our larger partners. And then we also work with Layer 0, HeyGen, and 11 Labs for the voice integration.
Yep, big names there. OK asks, Kong BTC, how long did it take you to make your replica for KOLZ? Yeah, good question.
Rosie, do you want to take this one?
The answer for Kong. I would say that we did it in a week, the first version. But yeah, as you guys know, we update it every week. So it's not like only one time process. And yeah,
And Noise asks, as Sensei has introduced the Hey video avatars feature, so when will KOLZ utilize this feature so we can talk to the influencers face to face
Yeah, good question.
and see what introductions? Yeah, good question.
So we are currently using the HeyGen feature. We are doing it more privately for different projects that are looking to purchase this as a marketing package, but we will be integrating it on all of our replicas on our website so that you as a user can also talk to them face to face. So currently using it for projects, working on using it for users as well. So stay tuned.
Oh, another Josiah. What were KOL's main milestones reached in Q1?
What were KOLZ main milestones? I'd say the roadmap that I went over earlier. We completed everything that was on our roadmap. So onboarding new KOLs, different announcements like the Telegram Discord bots, the mini app, the trade bot. We're really focused on growing the platform right now, getting new features, new people on board, new projects to work with. So yeah, I'd say our main milestones were reached. Some of our overall goals moving forward are just always going to be onboarding new KOLs. Like I said earlier, we want to be able to offer a wide variety of KOLs focused in different areas so that when a project comes to us, we will have small, medium, and large KOLs that each kind of have their own niche so that there's KOLs available for every project. Thanks.
Yeah. Abhishek asks, can you tell us something about future KOL's collaborations?
Rosie, do you want to?
Oh, I know we have some in the pipeline. Yeah, Rosie, can you take this?
Sure. We are planning, we already talked about this very briefly. We're planning to have a lot of collaborations, but what we're planning to do is like working with different industries and different kind of projects, starting from marketing agencies to some AI tools that will enhance the replicas. And yeah, we're me and Claire are working really hard on this to bring you more collaborations that really focusing on the things that will push the project further. We already talked about this.
Can you have this? So is that all for today? Oh no, we have more. Okay, another question from Noise. No, I think we're repeating questions now.
Yeah.
Let me check if we have any more.
I see someone asking on YouTube if they're able to build their own replica and if it's able to complete tasks for them. So currently we're just creating replicas for KOLs, but it's pretty open. So depending on what type of KOL you are, feel free to reach out to us and we can look at creating replica for you. We have definitely some Web3 focused KOLs as well as some Web2 focused. We also created a replica recently for a marketing specialist, which is really interesting aspect. So kind of depending on your position or your career, we could look at creating replica for you to see kind of what advice you're able to offer the community. And then if you're an individual looking to create a replica, then we would encourage you to check out the Sensei page where they're creating replicas for your personal use. Definitely give that a try. Okay, I think that is all of our questions, unless we had any other comments or anything that we wanted to bring up.
Seems like that's all in terms of questions.
Okay, perfect. We will show the QR code for the airdrop now. The time you have all been waiting for. Okay, so give this a scan. It will be live for 5 minutes. Make sure you guys fill out the forms. I know there was some issues last time of people scanning but not filling out the form. So scan this within the next 5 minutes, fill out the form, and then you'll be eligible to receive the airdrop. And as a team, we will be sending out those rewards in the next couple of days. So please be patient. We promise that we will get them out. And if you've completed the form correctly, then you will definitely be receiving it. Okay, perfect. I think we can wrap up for today then. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate everyone tuning in. We're so thankful for our different community members and our KOLs for joining us today and offering their advice. Like I said earlier, every month we will have different KOLs joining us, so make sure you keep an eye out for the roll calls that we'll be holding. We are also hosting weekly X Spaces every Thursday at 2 p.m. UTC with Rosie and I, as well as different guests being featured each week. So definitely give those a try. Feel free to come ask questions or just hang out with the team and chat with us. This week we are actually doing an AMA with GenLayer, so we will be doing an X Space at that time, but also with their team to discuss different kind of AI agents, Twitter integration, stuff that they're working on as well. Definitely keep an eye out for the Telegram mini app campaign that's starting tomorrow. Give the mini app a try. If you guys have any questions, feel free to tag a team member and let us know. Also, just give the replicas a try on our website. If you guys have any feedback, recommendations, comments, questions, we are definitely here for it. We want to hear from you guys. We want to make it the best experience possible. So please reach out to a team member if you guys have any comments. We want to hear it. And feel free to join our Telegram group, stay up to date on our socials. We're KOLZ on Twitter, KOLZ.chat on our website. And yeah, thank you so much again for everyone for joining. Thanks, Rosie and GJ, for being here as well.
Hey, thanks everyone. Thanks for the questions. And thanks to my KOLs.
Okay. Yeah, look out for more campaigns. There's plenty coming. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
In a world where voices echo far, influencers shine like distant stars. Followers seek the closer bonds, but time and space they correspond. Cause rise with AI so bright, digital twins in the web, 3 lights, bridging gaps, making connections real. Emotion flow in this digital field. Replicas share with wisdom and grace, digital twins in the web, 3 lights, bridging gaps, making connections real. Emotions flow in this digital field. Replicas share with wisdom and grace, engaging fellow ones in this new space. Monetization and tokens we trust, KOLZ is the way in this future we must. Community grows in this vibrant scene, where innovation meets the human dream. KOLZ unites with a vision so clear, a world connected without end. Cause rise with AI so bright, digital twins in the web, 3 lights, bridging gaps, making connections real. Emotion flow in this digital field. Community grows in this vibrant scene, where innovation meets the human dream. KOLZ unites with a vision so clear, a world connected without any fear. With AI so bright, digital twins in the web, 3 lights, 3 jobs, making connections real. Emotion flow in this digital field. Emotion flow in this digital field. Emotion flow in this digital field. Emotion flow. In a world where voices echo far, influences shine like distant twins in the Web3 light. Bridging gaps, making connections real. Emotions flow in this digital